I'm a fan of Slim Shady, Eminem, kinda. The music, the moment you want, I get it. You know, you do that, that's fine. That's his song that I really liked. I turned it up, I would crank it up. And then it would make me sad because I figured my one shot at being a head coach was going down the tubes because I was playing football players, walk-ons, because everybody got hurt. But I digress. That's my introduction to Slim Shady. Now, Slim Shady is one of these fake tough guys. And I get it. Look, Slim Shady, we all saw 8 Mile or whatever the hell it was called. Great rapper, great wordsmith, can spin the caca. He stands in front of audiences, tough audience, brutal audience, and stared them down, rapped them down, and it was all good. But then I saw him acting like a freaking complete Joe Biden younger clone when he was with Herb Street and I think Musburger in the booth of an ESPN college football game, and I'm like, this dude's whacked out. This dude has become the vision of the solitary rock star / now rapper. Well, Eminem doesn't like karaoke. The other day, our guy, and he is our guy, Vivek Ramaswamy, he was rapping, yo. He was putting down them beats, yo. And he did a really good job on the stage of the song that I just said. Well, Eminem doesn't like it. Eminem doesn't like it. He sent a cease and desist letter to Vivek Ramaswamy because he don't like karaoke. Look, we can't even play it. Oh, look at that noted tough guy. We can't even play it here on our show because, well, there are copyright laws, and I probably just got us taken off YouTube for rapping 2 sentences or 6 words. I don't know. But this was pretty good by Ramaswamy. In fact, this was really good by Ramaswamy. Ramaswamy, the more you see him, the more you like him. The more you see Eminem, you just wish he'd kind of go away. Although I did also like that song that he did with Rihanna about burning the bed or whatever. I thought that was pretty good. It was catchy. You know, it was like Dick Clark in American Bandstand back in the day. Hey, the kids like it and you can dance to it. But hey, you woke crybaby. Sit down, Eminem. No one's given a rat's ass about you since I don't even know. That fake tough guy act is over. Morph into OG rapper guy. Tone Loc rapper guy. You know what I'm saying? Go away, don't be a little batch, and then come back, and maybe you'll get on the Super Bowl. You'll be the first act of 10. You'll be the only white guy. It'll be good. No problem. I'm afraid to even sing it because I did like the song. I don't know. But when Eminem stood there in a hoodie with what's-his-face, Musburger, and Herb Street, I'm like, this guy's an idiot. And I'm all in on idiots. I am. I'm all completely in on these guys being idiots. Get your gold chain, get your little dad bod, and get the hell out of my life. The judge, I think all these guys are crooked. The judge has set former President Donald Trump's trial date for the shenanigans in January 6th for, listen to this, March 4th. Which ironically is the day before Super Tuesday. That's right. The judge says, hey, Trumpy, you're going to get a 2-week extension and we're going to put it right before Super Tuesday. You go, Democrats. See, this is what I've been saying the entire time. You can have a better candidate, which you do. You got the world's worst candidates on the other side, and I am going to include Kamala Harris in that. We'll get into that in a minute. But Donald Trump and the good folks of the DOJ are brawling. And the DOJ is going to win. The DOJ is going to win every time because we have seen the DOJ is completely in the pocket of the political rival of Donald Trump. And who might that be? Well, that's Jolton Joe Biden. So March 4th is the date, and Trump will have to stand trial. That'll be an interesting deal. I think Trump will probably win by a gazillion unless something nefarious happens. I thought yesterday what was interesting on the show was Burgess Owens, who is the great representative from Utah, said basically discarded. He basically said, yeah, no. Not even worried about Trump being in jail. Not even worried about Trump being convicted. Not even worried about Trump being ineligible to be the president of the United States, as Burgess gave his endorsement to Donald Trump. I think this is fascinating. I think what we are seeing right now, and we will see it more, and this will backfire more and more and more and more and more, is a banana republic led by an idiot, led by an old senile goon. And that goon, of course, is Joe Biden. Now, while all of this is going on, Donald Trump continues to rake in the cash. Donald Trump and his mugshot, ladies and gentlemen, just raised $7 million in fundraising. That's right, the mugshot. I told you this the other day. Look, Donald Trump doesn't do anything half-baked. Donald Trump does everything, I think, other than spontaneous and impromptu speeches, with a lot of foresight. And I guarantee you Donald Trump and his guys, girls, whomever, said, all right, what kind of mugshot do we want? Do we want a smiling? What do we want? So they gave him the mugshot that America fell in love with. They gave him the mugshot that the Democrats are calling a deranged man. They gave him the mugshot that African Americans all over the country said, hey, we can relate to this. We can relate to this. So there you go. On Friday alone, it pulled in $4.18 million, the most lucrative day so far. I guess we're supposed to say Politico did that, but nobody ever gives me credit for breaking all the Colts, Pacers, IU basketball, and football news, so I am reluctant to give anybody credit. I give Nick credit. Nick gets the credit for that. Screw Politico. They were just making stuff up anyway. A new poll revealed exactly what we all know. Sit there, sit back. Somebody asks you right now, just close your eyes with me. Somebody says, hey, do you think at 70, do you think Joe Biden is too old to be effective for 4 more years? Now, I got to tell you, he's not effective to be 1 more day. There's nothing effective about him. I'm going to put in Obama along with Joe Biden. Never underestimate the ability of Obama or Joe Biden to F things up. And that's when these clowns were young. That's when these guys were young. 77%, I don't know who the other 23% are, said Biden is too old to be effective for 4 more years. 89% of Republican Democrats are more supportive of his 2024 bid. The world is whacked out. Look, here's the deal. When you see this guy, you know he's just too old. You know he doesn't know where he is. You know he's propped up. You know he's able to go on vacation and it's over. He doesn't even care. Nobody in the real world, including me. I can't tell you the last time I took a real vacation where I took a week off. Can't tell you. This dude does it like it's his job, and apparently it is because, well, he's that insignificant. If you are one of the 23% that thinks Joe Biden is not too old, then you're an idiot. I mean, there's nothing I can tell you. I mean, you're not paying attention. Or you are a member of the Biden crime family in some way, shape, or form. Because there's no way you can sit there and say that this guy is anything but a puppet. There's no way you can sit there and say in 4 more years this guy will be mush. And the scariest thing about it, of course, well, is that Kamala Harris sits right there. Joe Biden, you see that left hand right there? That left hand tried to slip around and do a little cop a feel on Eva Longoria. Now, there's nothing wrong in Joe Biden's mind with copping a feel. That's been going on for a long time. But you know you're senile when you're 80 years old and you're the president of the United States and your every move is going to be scrutinized, but you still think it's okay to cop a feel on Eva Longoria. You see what I'm saying here? Look, you're some senator. You're in the back hall. Eva Longoria gives you a hug. Joe Biden's been copping a feel forever. Watch Veep. They'll tell you what really goes on. But anyway, so Joe Biden is that is all you need to know. I remember when we showed the cop a feel by Eva Longoria. I'm like, that's just a senile dude thinking he's back in his 20s or 30s or 40s or 50s or 60s or 70s doing what Joe Biden's always done, I assume, cop a feel. I don't think he just copped the feel for the first time. And hey, that's who he is. That shows you that man is too old.